Hi, I'm Dwayne Brinson. I'm the Orange County Tax Administrator. This is our final video in the 2017 Revaluation video series, and it may be the most interesting yet. It's regarding the appeals process and how to successfully appeal your property value if you disagree with the 2017 revaluation value produced by the tax office. Once the appeals process opens, which is after we send the notices between December 2016 and February 2017, you'll have an opportunity to appeal the value set by the tax office. By that time, as we're trying to involve the community all along the way and educate the community all along the way through these videos, through providing our entire sales bank on our website, Twitter announcements, email announcements, community presentations, we're putting all this information out there to prepare not only us, but the community for the appeals process. I really like to think with the 2017 revaluation, we're taking a novel approach. It's an approach that I haven't seen before, so I like to think it's fitting here, and it presents a win-win situation for the county and the community residents. Not only are we presenting with the 2016 listing forms a summary mailing, we're providing taxpayers exactly what we have on record and asking for the input back. Another step we're taking is educating the taxpayers on how to present a successful appeal. First and foremost, you want to gather reliable market data as it applies to your property. We're providing that through the sales bank and everything I just mentioned before. The one thing you don't want to get caught up in as a taxpayer, and we've seen this before, it's a common error. One is to rely on generic economic data. There are these indices out there. There are media sources that generalize what's happening in the economy. It may even be specific to Orange County. When you're presenting your appeal, you want it to be specific to your property, not what's happening on the west side of Orange County or the east side of Orange County, what's happening in your neighborhood and your property. So no generic economic indices and anything like that. You want to make sure it's very applicable to your property. And remember, it should be prior to and leading up to our appraisal date of January 1st, 2017. Should not be after that date. Another thing you want to take a look at, since we are providing that sales bank on our website, is reviewing applicable sales in your neighborhood. Take a look at the sales bank, look at what is sold in your neighborhood and how it compares to your property. Another key point going along with that is that you want to make sure that when you're reviewing these sales that you account for differences. An 1,800 square foot house in your neighborhood may have sold for $200,000, and we have your property assessed at $250,000. You want to make sure you're comparing apples and apples, because your property assessed at $250,000 may be 2,200 square feet. So you want to adjust for those differences in square footage and bath counts and floodplains and location. You want to make sure when you're down to the final value that you've adjusted for the differences and you're comparing apples to apples. So you can do that. We provide the raw data on our website, but make sure you get to the bottom line and make sure you're comparing the apples to apples. Remember also that one sale doesn't necessarily establish market value. You may have bought your house for $250,000. Maybe that is its market value, maybe it's not. It takes a pool of sales to establish market value. I'd like to have 3 to 5 sales per property, but just remember that a single sale doesn't necessarily establish the market value for one property. Once we send the notices of value between December 2016 and February 2017, the appeals process opens. The first step in the appeals process is we would like an opportunity to meet with you in person. Call a tax office appraiser, set up an appointment to come into the office. Let us review what you're seeing with your property. Let us see the data that you have collected, take another look at the data that we have, and try to resolve it in-house. Most of the appeals that we encounter are resolved right here in the tax office. It's a common oversight sometimes, or it's an additional explanation that we provide to the taxpayers in providing that supporting market evidence that we have. that doesn't work out, the Orange County Board of Commissioners has appointed what's called the Orange County Board of Equalization and Review. That's a third-party board. It's not tax office employees. You can go into the board, and this is the formal appeals process. Go into that board, present your argument, and the tax office will present its argument too. That board will decide on the merits of the case beyond the informal appeals process. If the taxpayer disagrees with the Board of Equalization and Review's findings, there is another appeals step that you can take. It's called the State Property Tax Commission. It's a quasi-judicial setting, but the taxpayer can travel to Raleigh, present the market evidence that he or she has to what's called the PTC, the Property Tax Commission. The county will be there as well. Much like the Board of Equalization and Review, the county will be at the Property Tax Commission as well to present its data and its findings at that level. I hope these videos have provided a good amount of information about the 2017 revaluation that Orange County is currently administering. We look forward to working with the community partners throughout the revaluation. Take advantage of the information on our website and our social media sites. Also keep in mind, if this is the only video you're watching, there are 2 videos we produced that precede this video, so please go back and watch them. Always remember as well that you can contact us at any time regarding revaluation information or anything else in general through these resources.